Hello, everybody. This is Linda DeVitas, owner and founder of healingsonthego.com. I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium, certified healer, Reiki healer, professional space clearer, and a whole bunch more. To see what services and everything that I do, go to healingsonthego.com. Rated 5-star reviews on Google Maps. Today, I'm going to talk about power of words and why they are so important. As before time, everyone expresses themselves with words and how they communicate, how they explain how they feel. And I want everyone to know that words carry energy and frequency. Hi, Anne. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Like and share. Welcome, Anne. Nice to see you on. So we're in a very vibrational world where everything is energy. Even our shoes, everything vibrates under a microscope at a certain level. Thank you, Anne. You're awesome. So today we're going to talk about energy, the positive and the negative. You know, sometimes we can be in a real bad mood and we want to shoot, like tell people off, but it's all about reframing and actually thinking about like how we express ourselves, because the way we're going to express ourselves is how they're going to reflect back at us. And that's what I always say. Like, if you really care of how somebody, you know, feels after you speak with them, like you have a good communication with them, with your friends or your partner, you want to be a little bit mindful, like pause for a second and actually think and think to yourself, okay, like the way I'm going to speak to them is how they're going to reflect back at me. So you always want to kind of remind yourself that everything's like a mirror, and the way you present yourself is the way they're going to reflect back. So if you talk and say hey and you let them have it, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to do it right back to you. So words are very powerful. They can uplift you, they can bring you down. So let's talk a little bit about the negative side first. The negative side of words. I'm going to share a story where this lady was very ill. She was 2 weeks in the hospital in ICU. The doctors found nothing wrong with her, crazy to say. So, guess who she called? She called me. She said, Linda, the doctors find nothing wrong with her, but she can't eat. So I said, so tell me a little bit what happened. And she said that she had her ex, and that person was shooting very negative words at her, like, oh, you're going to get sick, or you're going to do this, or you're going to do that. So all that negative energy went on the poor lady, where it kind of clogged her energy. Believe it or not, it could do that. So she felt like she had no appetite. Her stomach was hurting. She was overwhelmed in dark smoke. Now look at this. It's very interesting. So she called me up. So I did. I referred candle manifestation channeling. Then I said, let's just see how it works. So we did it day one after the candle, which the people that don't know what that is, it's a statue, and it's like I say your name and then I pray to the angels to release anything negative that doesn't absorb you. I used a lot of oils, herbs, different kind of things, prayers. So I'm like the middle person that's transmuting energy into your etheric field, into your aura. So after I did the candle, 2-page channeling and wax reading, it comes with all that. And for more, you can go to healingsonthego.com and just see exactly what it is. It's rated 5-star reviews. It's awesome. So anyway, make a long story short. So the lady told me the next day, she said, wow, Linda, after so many days of not eating, I actually ate a little bit. So I said, good, at least you ate something, because she hadn't eaten for a very long time. The next day, after day 2 of the candle, sending the healing energy, guess what? She said that she felt like herself. And then I said, that's excellent. So I was so happy to know that she was feeling a lot better. So I always say, go see the doctor. If the doctor says there's nothing wrong with you, then it's usually energy. So how we express ourselves, so that poor lady was like overwhelmed with so much negative energy. Can you picture someone wishing you harm and saying all these things? That lady absorbed all that, and it looked like she was wearing a dark cloud. So I told her, my God, I said, thank God you're okay. Sure, we always have to retrain. And she went through so much turmoil, actually changing the frequency and changing, her perception. It was very hard. So the channeling had a lot to do with re-guiding her and giving her positive stuff. I wish I could tell you more about it, but that's another channeling. It's like 2 pages, so it's a long story. So basically, they were helping her out a lot. So that's where the negative comes in. You see, when people shout out negative stuff, oh, you're never going to be anyone. I'm sure everyone has heard negative, like, oh, you're never going to be anyone, anywhere. You're all these negative things, like, what are you doing with your life, and all negative. So those words stick on people, and it becomes like a magnet. And then when they're like shouting it at you, guess what happens? You're picking it up, because we all pick up energy, whether you feel it, or you definitely feel it. But some people think that they don't. I think that we all have the ability to feel the energy, whether it be like heaviness or headache, or just not feeling good, because it's so overwhelming. And that's where the clearings come in. So let's say there's arguments in the house, then all of a sudden you feel like this very heavy energy when you walk in. There are a lot of people that call me up and they say, I just don't want to be there, Linda. I just don't want to be at home. I don't feel good. That's because your energy needs clearing. And everyone's energy gets overwhelmed from time to time. That's why it's like taking a bath. It's not like, oh, I'm going to take one bath forever. No, you have to also take care of your energy field, because we pick up so much. We pick up in the supermarket, and people are always constantly, of course, we're all communicating, talking. So we will stick on those negative energies, and then they will become overwhelming. And then you'll start not feeling good, and you'll say, oh, my head hurts, my body hurts. And usually, if it's not nothing serious, like, doctor advice, I say get a clearing, because I do them all the time. Some people find it like, I won't name anyone, but they were like, why don't you give yourself a healing? That go, you think I don't? Of course I do. Do you think I don't need a healing? Of course I do. I pick up energy, even more, because I'm so sensitive. So I say, of course I'm going to do my healing. And I love it, because I always try things for me first to see how it feels. And then I offer it to other people. So it's just funny. I'm like, I'm not insulting you, but we all need a clearing. And that's just the way it is. It's not an insult. Oh, you need a healing. Some people think of it like, you're degrading them, but it's not true. It's like saying to someone, okay, go shower up. It's not insulting them. It's just telling them that take care of yourself, because everyone needs a little uplifter from time to time. So negative words can bring down people and situations. They can damage your self-worth. They can make you feel horrible about yourself. There's so many people that go through trauma every day from what someone said. My dad always told me the words will hurt someone more than you actually hitting them in the face, because those you carry throughout your whole lifetime, and it will affect you, bring you down. People need therapy from it. It's just too much when you're overwhelmed in that, and you always think about it constantly. Some people have persistent negative thinking, and that's why I never judge anyone, because you don't know what happened to them, why this happened, why they're thinking a certain way, because it obviously is trauma. And that was my other show the last time, about trauma. So negative words and negative situations, sometimes you don't want to be in a certain, there could be an argument and you're caught in the middle. That negative energy always sticks, and it sticks. Do you know that it sticks the most on the hair, believe it or not? Have you ever noticed, like, when people break up with their partner and then all of a sudden they chop their hair off, they make it real short, or they change the coloring, because that's where energy sticks on the most. It sticks on the hair, and then they just chop it off, because they're releasing energetically. What they're doing is they're releasing that negative energy from them. So that's funny. And also, where do you pick up energy? Also in back of your neck. Spirits enter through the back of your neck, believe it or not. So words carry energy, and how you speak. So let's say something negative. You don't look good today. You look horrible. You feel into the energy. Now you think, does it bring me up or does it bring me down? And that's very negative. So it will bring you down. It brings down your self-worth, your self-esteem, everything that, it's a big no-no. Look at Martin Luther King. I have a dream. His words inspired the world. You see, so we have to learn how to finagle them. We have to pay attention to how people speak because they're telling us unconsciously, that's how I feel about you. And you don't need to bring that on yourself. You don't need to pick up their energy because they feel that way. It's, that's their matter of opinion. That's a lot of people go through stuff like that where they take their opinion as their truth. That's their truth, not your truth. Just because they don't like you doesn't mean you're not a wonderful person. Just because they feel negative towards you doesn't mean that you have to accept it. Don't accept it. Cross yourself. I had this spiritual lady I used to go to many years ago, and she was so funny. So she helped me a lot with healings back then. She did herbal ones. And when someone came to hug her, she would say, no. And she would cross herself. Deca, why do you do that? Then she's like, I'm not picking up people's energy. She goes, there's a lot of times when you hug someone. That's why I was always very picky of who I hug, because you actually transmit the energy. You're feeling their feelings. You could pick up things. So she always told me the words are your magic, and how you express yourself, how you feel about others. And we want to go into health. A lot of people think about their health in a very negative way. Oh, did you ever hear of someone always say, well, it's my luck. I never feel good. I don't feel good today. I know this, my aunt, she's such a wonderful lady, but that's all she talks about. I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I'm sure she doesn't feel good. But I tell her, don't stay in that vibration. Try to lift up, because if you keep moaning and groaning, then it's just going to make everything worse. Try to switch it, I told her. Think of, I am going to feel better, or little by little, because sometimes you can't just instantly feel good, right? But just try to change a little bit your perception. If you believe that you're always going to be sick, guess what? You're always going to be sick. If you believe that you're going to suffer, you will suffer. And everything starts from the mind. Everything comes from the thought pattern. Like they say, watch your coconut, your noodle, because whatever you're thinking of, whatever you're looking at, and whatever you're speaking will have an effect in your life. There's this lady that wanted me to do like a money candle, send some money magic. And then she told me, but you know what, Linda? She said, money is the root of all evil. And she was trying to convince me that. And I said, if you keep thinking like that, I told her, you're never going to get a penny. Because you can't think of money as evil. You have to think of a good relationship with the money. You have to love the money, because money is energy. It's not just a paper. And you have to think of it like in a very positive way, because what you feel of money is going to reflect back at you. And it doesn't mean that you're money hungry. See, people think of it like they're money hungry, they're greedy. No, money is not any of that. We put the belief on the money. We put those things on the money. The money is just money. How you think of it is a different perception. So going back to love, how you feel about your partner. Of course, we all have arguments, and sometimes you really are fed up, but you have to pause. I always say, take a deep breath, pause, and then think. The way you react, they're going to react back to you. So you have to say, okay, well, you have to think of yourself that you don't want to pursue the fight even more. You have to switch your words, because words are powerful. So instead of arguing with him, you have to make him realize how he made you feel. See, that's a different way of approaching the relationship, and say, you know what? By you telling me this made me feel really sad. And then guess what? Instead of him arguing with you, he's going to feel bad for what he did to you. That's always the trick. Instead of saying, okay, well, you're being a real moron, you can say how you feel. Always express how you are feeling, how he made you feel, what action he caused in you. And then, believe it or not, they will get more sympathetic, and they will learn to get a better approach. And then when you start exercising that and saying, okay, well, you made me feel like this, or I feel like you don't have time for me. I wish we could spend time together. It's the way you say things that will actually change the outcome. If you approach him in a way that he's not going to like, then you're going to have a very long argument. So again, expression and how you're speaking. Use your words to benefit you, not to bring it down. Communicating better. Your relationship with health. A lot of people, I'm going to talk about later about affirmations, but a lot of people think of their health in a very negative way. They think that, oh, there was this country, I forgot which one it was. It was in Amish. And I heard that they eat a lot of garbage food. But their belief was always that they're healthy and happy. And believe it or not, their levels were pretty good. But I'm not recommending you go eat garbage, but it's just the way you plant things in your head. And of course, always maintaining a good diet. But for some reason, they made a study and they said, wow, they ate the worst things, but their mentality was very good. So their levels were perfect. Can you believe that? That's what I read about it before. So bringing situations and perceptions into positivity. And remembering the harmful propaganda during wars, the impact of the negative. You see, it's all negative. Negative attracts fear, anxiety, stress, health issues. And there's a science behind the words. There was a Dr. Emoto. He did the water molecule. I'm sure a lot of people heard about this story, but I'm going to say it anyway. So he did the water molecule, which demonstrated how positive words create beautiful crystalline structures while the negative words distorted them. I had this lady when I was younger. She had beautiful plants in her store. And she told me, you know what, Linda? I talk to them every day. Every day I talk to my plants and look how huge they got. So even plants want to be respected and loved, you see? Studies show how our words affect our stress level. Have you noticed that? How we get stressed out? Just by our words. Words are so powerful in every way. Okay, sharing a powerful quote. Words are free. It's how you use them that will cost you. How you're going to use your words, they're going to cost you. You see? So we want to keep it good. Now, my viewers, and I want you to write down one word that you feel describes your current state and explore the word that affects you emotionally. So if you can, tell me one word that affects your state of being. How do you feel right now? And from that word, we will pull it like a puzzle, and then we will evaluate it. So right now you can say I'm relaxed, or I feel, whatever. But it's very interesting how you write down one word and then you describe your whole state of being. Just by being relaxed. Frustrated? Well, I tell you this. If you told me that, I would say, remember, Anne, nothing lasts forever. Right now, pause, take a deep breath, and then just evaluate why you feel this way. What's frustrating you? What's the deep core? And from then, try to switch it. So switch your belief and think to yourself, okay, I'm frustrated because, and then say, but this is temporary and it won't last long, right? It's temporary. This feeling is okay to express it. It's okay to feel frustrated, but turning it where you explore it and say, this won't last long, it's temporary, and changing it into a different perception. Self-talk. We're going to talk about that real quick right after this commercial break. Stay tuned, everybody.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I have 30 seconds to give you a very important message. My name is Arthur Lee. I'm the CEO and inventor of LifeVac, a simple choking rescue device that could save a life in a choking emergency. We've saved over 3,000 lives now, but we're not there. 5,000 people a year choke to death, one child every 5 days. Please consider protecting your family in a choking emergency with LifeVac. Go to lifevac.net today. Thank you for your time.
Hi, I am Linda DeVitis,
I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. More on the power of words. Okay, we're going to talk about what is self-talk. Now, we go through this every day. Our mind, even though if we're not speaking, we're thinking all the time. And what are we thinking? Self-talk, self-talk. Now, here are some negative. We go to the negative first. What are negative examples of self-talk? I'm not good enough. I always fail. Uh-oh. Oh, I think it froze. Hello? Am I on? Hi. Okay, I think I'm on again. So, negative words like self-talk. I'm not good enough. I always fail. You're breaking up. Oh boy, something's happening. All right. Let's take a very quick commercial break. We'll be right back right after these messages. Stay tuned.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I have 30 seconds to give you a very important message. My name is Arthur Lee. I'm the CEO and inventor of LifeVac, a simple choking rescue device that could save a life in a choking emergency. We've saved over 3,000 lives now, but we're not there. 5,000 people a year choke to death, one child every 5 days. Please consider protecting your family in a choking emergency with LifeVac. Go to lifevac.net today. Thank you for your time.
Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. More on power of words. What is self-talk? Let's talk about self-talk, negative talk. I'm not good enough. I always fail. Effects of negative talk. What does it do when you start talking negative? It lowers your self-esteem. It increases stress and anxiety, creates a fixed mindset. So all these words that you're thinking and feeling, oh boy, I'm getting cut off again. Oh boy, I'm freezing up. So all these words that you're feeling, what happens then? It starts making you reframing your mind negatively. Oh boy, should I come back again? I don't know. If I need to take a break, feel free. I might have to go on with my phone. We'll be right back again. Oh.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I have 30 seconds to give you a very important message. My name is Arthur Lee. I'm the CEO and inventor of LifeVac, a simple choking rescue device that could save a life in a choking emergency. We've saved over 3,000 lives now, but we're not there. 5,000 people a year choke to death, one child every 5 days. Please consider protecting your family in a choking emergency with LifeVac. Go to lifevac.net today. Thank you for your time.
Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Hopefully it stays playing good. Okay, more on power of words, the effects of negative talk, and how negative talk brings anxiety, stress, fear, all negative stuff. You know, it makes you feel anxious. It makes you feel stressed. It makes you feel not worthy. So we want to go back and really reevaluate what the word is. What are you saying to yourself? How you are feeling about yourself at the moment. It's so easy to think negative and so hard to think positive. And we know what we're doing, but we're just projecting it in a way that doesn't serve our highest good. And that's what happens. Sometimes we go back and we think to ourselves, wow, I shouldn't be thinking that way. But guess what happens? We still have that reframe, that negative going on. Teaching ourselves the positive. And what we do now, let's give an example. I'm not good enough, but you know how you can switch it and say, I'm not good enough, but you're going to think to yourself that that word is just going to bring you down into a pit. So you think, I'm learning and improving every day. That's how you can think. Switching your mindset. Here's another one that's good. Give me 1 minute. I have all these beautiful tips that can help make such a big difference in your life. And when people think of words that aren't helpful, you have to learn to switch it. For example, you never deserve anything good in your life. That's how you could think. And then the other way to switch it is saying, I deserve all the best. But it also comes from self, how you feel, your self-esteem. You have to work on your self-esteem so that way you can love yourself so much that you appreciate yourself, you value yourself, you love yourself in a very powerful way. If you cannot love yourself, then who's going to love you? Think about, unfortunately, how they treat people that don't look nice. My mom always told me, she's like, Linda, always look your best because people are going to judge you the way you look and the way, you take care of yourself. And it's true. You will notice that women that dress very, with their dress and love themselves, they get so many more benefits, and vice versa. You have to always appreciate yourself, and you have to switch the role of communication. And instead of hurting yourself, you want to heal yourself. Okay, so definitely going through with that and preventing any misunderstandings. So replaying the role, show your words a different way. If they're teaching you something, what are they teaching you? Negative things are teaching you to love yourself. You're not loving yourself, so you're expressing it in a very negative way. So they're teachers. Our thoughts are teachers, and they're saying, hey, snap out of it. So playing the role and reevaluating. And then you have to think of the words and say, is it true? Is it true what you're thinking of? Probably not. Is it helpful? Is it going to help you in life? Probably not. Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? Is it kind? So those are the things you want to think. And when words are like clouds, and then you just sit back and just kind of analyze them. What are they telling me? What are they teaching me? What do I need to work on? So shaping your reality, explaining how the words we speak will create our reality through the law of attraction. And it's so true. This man I know, he told me, our words are a wand. The way we speak into the universe is going to reflect back. When you look into the mirror, what you say is going to bounce right back and bring it to you. So actually, what you give is what you get. It's all about the language you're speaking. Be very specific. When you want to speak, speak with, like, specifically. For example, instead of saying, I want to be happy, say, don't just generalize it. I want to be happy. The universe is like, for what? So you say, I'm welcoming peace, joy, and fulfillment into my life. So that's a good one. It's being more detailed, analyzing what you really want to attract. You have to be very detailed when you try to attract things. Focus on gratitude, thanking God for even the penny that you found. Even if you find the penny, pick it up and say, thank you, God. Thank you that I found the penny. Do you know that I did this once, and then I was waiting on the bus, and there was a whole pile of change on the floor, and I found even more. So the universe loves gratitude and thank you. So always be thankful and use your words to thank even anything. There's so many people that have forgotten manners these days, and unfortunately they just don't say thank yous no more, but there are some like us that still do. So you have to give gratitude. You have to appreciate people for their time. The way you appreciate people is how they're going to respond back to you. If you just act like a nuisance and you don't appreciate them, then they're not going to go out of their way for you. And that's just normal with everyone, I guess. Some people are very tired of being too kind. They just feel like I've done enough for this person, and they're still not appreciating it. So thank you, and appreciate them, because we all have certain timings that we're not available. But guess what? We make the time when we feel like we're appreciated, and that's true. Because if someone keeps demanding and demanding, you have to value someone's time. So speak with appreciation, speak with gratitude, speak lovingly, and this energy will flow to you, and then you will start having a positive circle around you. And it's not saying that we're not human to get angry, no, but it's very easy to be negative than to be positive. Have you noticed that? It's very easy to think negative things rather than being positive. So that's just some kind of, we all work on it little by little and just try to retrain ourselves. Positive talk is so good for mental health. So we have to be kind, and mindful communication can heal relationships. Choose words that inspire and uplift you and create abundance in your life. That's what you have to do. Words are powerful tools that will shape our reality and our relationships. Words have the power to manifest dreams. Every day, to the end of the day, say, today I choose words that inspire, uplift, and create me for the highest good of all. Always try to keep positive. And yes, there are times where you can't always be positive, but just try to change the perception of it, and know that just like the bad, bad is temporary. Everything is temporary, but the end of it all, how do you feel? You can ride through life being on a scary roller coaster, or you can ride it smoothly and know that you're doing the best you can and things will get better. And just like that, from the scientific point of view, neurology and words, words we can hear, they rewire our brain, they rewire our life. Positive language activates the brain. Power of affirmations. These are loving words. So I love the positive of affirmations because they're really helpful. And I tell people, just like Google it. Oh boy, now I'm blurry too. Google it and just say to yourself, oh, guess what? Give me 1 second. Think to yourself that things will get better. Just 1 minute. So there we fix that problem. You see, they're trying to challenge me. They're like, well, you're saying these positive and I'll take your own advice. See, that just got better. I cleared it up. That was just a little setback, but things will flow better. Oh, this is funny. Sometimes they trick you. There's different forces, the light and the darkness. So they're like, well, let's see if she practices what she speaks. So it could have been a moment. People get very antsy and, they get very, riled up. But when you just calm down and think to yourself, okay, what am I overreacting for? Just relax, chill out. Things are going to be okay. Because when you feel very anxious, and stressed, guess what? You're not thinking properly. You're feeling very overwhelmed, and you're in a state of panic. When you're in a state of panic, you don't know what to do. But when you relax and calm down and you think to yourself, okay, then you can think calmly. Things will come through you, and then the solution will be okay. So, words can affect our health through stress and relaxation. Positive words like love and peace, they lower our blood pressure and heart rate. So these are all placebos, actually. They made a study, and there was a doctor that he was telling her, the person, how to lower your blood pressure just by the words you speak, just by saying ocean or beach. Created a very mellow, relaxing, and it instantly cured her blood pressure, because when you're anxious, of course, the blood pressure goes up and you feel very stressed out. So just try to take a deep breath and say, okay, it's going to be okay. Don't worry, relax. So words create emotional bonds. They can emotionally put you together. They can pull you apart. So kind words release oxytocin, the love hormone. So it strengthens people together. Harsh words can lead to social pain, activating the same brain associated with physical pain. So harsh words will make you feel just like someone hit you off the head. Very negative. Okay, studies have shown that children who expose themselves to positive actually have a better self-esteem, self-worth, and they are very good with handling criticism. So even with kids, I believe now in the school systems would be great for children to actually start learning on affirmations and positive talk, and seeing things from a different lens. Like back in my day, there was no affirmations. We didn't know what we were talking about. No, Adela. So it will be okay. The next one is called language. The language, specific emotions that can influence how speakers experience our feelings. So everything is by using kind words, intentional words to rewire our brain. When you rewire your brain, you go into a very positive state of being, which is more bliss, relaxed, calming. Your health gets better, and things start to transform. Learning affirmations are very beneficial to you, and I can give you a few of them. Some people, for money, want this affirmation: money follows me everywhere I go. I love money, and money loves me back. I am open and ready to receive the abundance I so well deserve. So I had this other lady tell me, well, everything you say is nice, but I don't believe it. You don't have to believe it, but you have to speak it, and the words will create it. And it's good to actually feel into it and just see how that would feel. That's how you manifest. How would that feel like? How would it feel like to be a millionaire? Just feel it. What would you do with the money? How would it feel? Are you carrying the money? To really get into it specifically and in lots of detail. That's what you want to do. You want to open it with a lot of detail. Okay, I'm going to take another quick commercial break, and I will be right back right after these messages. Stay tuned, everybody.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I have 30 seconds to give you a very important message. My name is Arthur Lee. I'm the CEO and inventor of LifeVac, a simple choking rescue device that could save a life in a choking emergency. We've saved over 3,000 lives now, but we're not there. 5,000 people a year choke to death, one child every 5 days. Please consider protecting your family in a choking emergency with LifeVac. Go to lifevac.net today. Thank you for your time.
Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back with more Power of Words. So we're going to continue on and speak with vibration. And do you know that every word you say actually has a color? I know nobody knows that, but it's true. When you speak loving words come with pink energy. That's why you notice people are drawn to certain colors? Colors, I had a show on it a while back, but when you speak words and the way you feel will actually create colors into your, oh boy, today's not a good day, is it? It's starting its craziness again. So it was speak words of colors, whether it be black, brown, gray. So for example, let's talk about this. And black colors people, and I hate to stereotype, but generally when people wear a lot of black colors, not everyone, just my observation, they're very private, secretive. Some people find it as a fashion statement to not show that they're, trying to make themselves more thin. But black is to me a morning color, and usually when you wear it long enough, what happens is that person always speaks depression, mourning, sadness. They feel very depressed. Have you noticed? Try to notice when people wear not only the shirt fine, but from head to toe black and like constantly, you'll find that these people are very negative. They feel very stressed. They're depressed. Another one is brown. Brown is the color of people that have not let go of the past. They dwell on negative beliefs. They feel very depressed, and they hold on to negative. So their words are always very like, oh, this happened to me 10 years ago, and it's always depression. But brown head to toe. If they like brown a lot, that's another color. Pink, let's talk about the positive now. Pink, words of love. You'll notice people love pink when they're lovable. They speak love. They are very like compassionate, kind, caring. They're a ball of beautiful love energy. And that's when they always love the color pink. I know this lady has everything pink, and she's so like positive, happy, joyful. Another color is yellow. Yellow are usually the people that are very outgoing. They're very uplifting. Yellow is a very positive color. They think very positive. They like to speak with positive words. And what's your favorite color? I'm curious. They speak with positive words. They are very kind, but it's a very positive color. My favorite color is yellow and gold. I love gold. It's such a, when I wear gold, I feel like I just took a cleansing. It's like so positive, reassuring. I feel like very healing. Blues usually speak of depression. Sometimes it's a calming color, but usually blues are very sad. Like, why are you feeling blue? That's usually the color. But again, it could be that you feel relaxed. I love blue too, actually. Blue is one of my good colors. Orange is a color of joy. Joy, happiness, joy. Oh, I love orange too. And they say for people that are very, they like orange, they recommend eating oranges. Believe it or not, it will put you in a better state of mood. So people speak with words, but it also affects their clothing. You can feel their energy, and you can actually very much, yes. Oh, nice, Anne. I love orange too. It's so beautiful, and it's very positive and joyful. So you can feel these colors. So energy is of colors and everything, and the words. So you will notice that certain people are drawn to certain colors, and you can right away make a little assumption of how their character is. So one that I really don't like, but some people do, is gray. Gray is usually, I see gray on people that are dying. Grays are usually like very sick. They're sick colors. They don't speak sick, but they feel very it's a color where they're like dying, God forbid. So, you know, I love all the colors. They're all vibrating on different frequencies, but it depends also what you match, because your words are your first thing. What you match from your words, it's like a domino effect. So let's say, for example, being sad will lead you to colors that are depressing, and from there it will go into your energy, and from there will go to your health. So again, reframing your words, speaking of building yourself up rather than pulling yourself down, because it's so easy to be depressed and not being able to function right and feeling very overwhelmed. And again, we all go through this feeling of overwhelming, and I tell them little by little, you have to lift yourself a little bit and just get into something that will, also crystals help. And those people that do need guidance, again, go to healingsonthego.com, where at my service page I offer a lot of good stuff where you can heal yourself and listen to guidance of the spirits. They speak through me in a 2-page channeling, so it's really, really interesting. If you ever want to try it, let me know. But everything is labels. You see, what we feel are just attachments. You want the attachments to be positive. Everything is corded on us. It's like wearing a jacket. So when you feel anxiety, stress, fear, it's like putting that heavy jacket on. But when you feel happy, set free, and you let go of all that negative, you feel like you can fly. And, removing the attachments that don't serve your highest good, and speaking with love, speaking with admiration, and speaking with positive, so that you can help others, help themselves, help yourself. You need to help yourself release this negative, because guess what? At the end of it all, it's just going to cause anxiety, fear, and stress, and make you feel overwhelmed with a lot of tension, and then your fears, everything's going to turn into turmoil. So again, reframing your speech. If you're going through, your husband's annoying you, or you're feeling like you're overwhelmed, try to pause and think to yourself, guess what? I'm going to be okay. This is temporary, and everything will get better little by little. Just retrain your brain and focus on things that make yourself a little better, or walk away. Hey, if someone's just being too annoying, walk away from them and settle yourself and take these breaths and think, okay, God, everything's going to be okay. Let me just relax. Let me relax, and let me center myself, so that way this energy could get off. You don't have to jump to affirmations, but slowly just gather yourself, ground yourself. When we're very tense and people are being annoying, you start floating. Your energy starts going up, and that's where you get dizzy and feel overwhelmed. So what you do is you ground yourself. You think of roots coming out of your feet, and then you center yourself, and you just like center. Some people hold crystals and speak and say, okay, this is temporary. And then take a deep breath and say, all is well. It will be okay. And just calm yourself. And you see how right away your blood pressure will be normal, and you would just like pull yourself into a state of being where you will be at ease, and things will start to be okay for you. But it takes practice, because words are very powerful, but retraining your mind takes some time. And again, look up affirmations. There's so many good ones that you can say every day. They tell people to go and write them down, save them by the refrigerator, just so that way, you've been saying 2-3 sentences a day, you will see it will transform your life, because you don't need to be stuck on things that don't serve your highest good. You have to learn to relax and go into a place of bliss and positivity, and feel calmness, and just practice it. Your health and everything that comes with it is all centered by our being, our feeling, and trying to ignore people that annoy you and feeling they're overwhelming. So again, take a break, give yourself your own time out, and say, hey, just chill out, relax, everything's going to be okay. There's some stories where a lot of people, like, again, plants, anything, just breathe positive into your space. Take your hands and say, okay, I heal, I digest with ease. There's a lot of words like physical illness, excuse me, physical illness will bring things of positivity. So let's say your stomach hurts, you put your hands on your stomach and say, I digest with ease, and take a deep breath in and relax. Or with your heart, I'm open to love, and just relax, because words also create blockages in the body. And that's when the headache comes, the stress, the anxiety, the fear, the stomach pain, they're all blockages. And that's why healings are so important, because when you heal yourself, you're unblocking this energy before it becomes a physical manifestation of heartache, depression, anxiety, stress, and all that stuff. And it becomes, like they say, the dis-ease. Dis-ease is because of what once was a thought. You see, once was words. So catching it before it becomes something more. Headaches are number one, that your crown chakra is blocked. Thinking too much and thinking negative. But not everything is, sometimes it could be certain vitamins that you don't have, or headaches are a lot of other things, but one of it is blocking your head chakra and feeling overwhelmed with what you're thinking, you can't sleep, and you feel sick. So again, I digest with ease. I'm open and ready to receive abundance in my life. I'm open and ready for fast luck in my life. And when you say those words, speak them out loud and really feel into the words, and then just let them go like a cloud, and just wait and see what happens. Take things little by little. Everything is just a moment in time. We're not here forever, so we might as well enjoy our life. Some people think they're not worthy of being happy, but I tell you this, you are worthy of being happy. God put you here into existence for a reason, and we're all here on a different path. So honoring yourself is very important. Loving yourself is very important. And when you love yourself, you will start to expand and go into different doorways where things will be open to you, things will be presented to you. But you have to unblock yourself so that way you can be guided. People come in as messengers to help others and to feel worthy and to learn about their worth. So never put yourself down. Always know that you are loved by the universe, and especially God's creation. You are here for a reason. So thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in today. Again, you can find me at healingsonthego.com. I also have my TikTok and Instagram, healingsonthego.com. Thank you so much, everybody, and have a great night, everyone. God bless each and every one of you.